Here we are from the gorgeous city of Dallas, Texas, as we bring you exciting action this week on week 10 of Chao Racing 2015. This week, we'll also know if Garrett Dayton will capture the lead in the point standings. Plus, we'll have an exciting battle race from the 1962-63 season. It's all happening right here, live from Dallas, Texas. And here is your master of ceremonies, a person who loves Chao Racing every once a day, Brandon James! Thank you! How's it going down in Texas? Very good. Welcome to another exciting edition of Chao Racing 2015. Hello, I'm Brandon James, and this is my personal announcer, Paul Sycamore, everybody. Thank you, Brandon. Alright, let's get right down to business. Let's have a look at the standings after 9 weeks, Paul. You got it. Okay, in a tie for 7th place, we have Ramon Shante, Kenny Days, and Joe Rathwing with 14 points. Antonio Bennett slides into 6th with 15 points. Just 1 point ahead is Samir Jackson with 16. Tommy Days is in 4th place with 23 points. Garrett Dayton is in 3rd with 34 points. Dave Miller in a close 2nd with 36 points, and so far in the lead with a total of 37 points is Steve Wingman, Island's fabulous warrior. Okay, Brandon. So Steve Wingman is still in the lead, but like you said, Paul, we could have a new leader this week. We'll find out later on in the show. Coming up, we'll start on week 10 action with a bang. But first, let's have a look at this commercial break. Today's action of Chao Racing 2015 on Week 10's action here in Dallas, Texas is sponsored by AT&T, inviting you to rethink possible, and by Chili's, home of the spicy flavors of the red pepper. Don't go away, our first race will happen after the break. So, let's start Week 10 strong, Paul. That's right, and it will feature Ben Henderson, Albert O.J. Upton, Antonio Bennett, the go-getter next generation superstar, and Jason Farrells, and our races will be held as usual on the Emerald course. This is indeed race number 1 this week for week 10. Let's get the show on the road. Please start the race. Okay, so we're officially on the way with week 10 of Chao Racing 2015. And it looks like Antonio Bennett is going west, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Meanwhile, the other 3 superstars are eating the food, and there goes Oliver J. Upton, along with Jason Farrells right in front. And what's he gonna do? Oliver J. Upton flies down the track, and look at that! He gets the opening toss, and he will leave everyone else in the dust. Antonio Bennett and Ben Henderson are fighting over land. Who I got in the next few minutes? It is Antonio Bennett, and look at that! He's flying like crazy. He moves up to 3rd place, and Ben Henderson is going west, so he's going to have a lot of catching up to do afterwards now. Next BS belongs to number 7, who currently sits in 2nd place over the pack. Meanwhile, Jason Farrells is having a hard time battling for dear life. Who got the next BS? It is Ben Henderson. That's who. He really needs some catching up every now and then. While Oliver J. Upton saying, Allie on ice. Well, anyway, let's get back to Ben Henderson. He now joins Jason Farrells for survival. Antonio Bennett is climbing on the wall as we head back into number 7. That's his 2nd speed bus for the race. Still in 2nd place at the current moment. Ben Henderson and Jason Farrells continue to battle for dear life. Who got the next speed bus? It's Jason Farrells. That's who. The winner of this race, of course, is Oliver J. Upton. So he is the first winner of Week 10 of Chao Racing 2015. Congratulations to Oliver J. Upton on an amazing victory. Number 1 will have the next command on the speed bus, and we have just enough time for one more speed bus. It will be made by Ben Henderson. That's his first speed bus of the race. But our big winner is Oliver J. Upton, or O.J. Upton, right, Brandon? Right. Good job by O.J. Upton, and we'll be right back. Do not go away. Okay, welcome back. We've seen an exciting first race, so let's keep it up with the rest of the show. That's right, Brandon. And for race number 2, we have the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, Raymond Hill, the Harlem Shake Master F1 Kingsley, and one half of Devil Mayhem, Vince Rochester. Good luck to these 4 players. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Here we go. And there goes John Stevenson. He's leaning over the pack at the current moment. And it looks like Vince Rochester is pausing for a moment. And it looks like John Stevenson is dancing. And there goes Raymond Hill and F1 Kingsley. These 2 will be battling for the lead as the first superstar that gets beat. This is number 7. And Chloe says it's going to move on to 6th place because number 1 is going to rest. And numbers 1 and 2 are fighting for the water as the next speed was made by John Stevenson, who's trying to hold off Vince Rochester for 5th place. Looks like Raymond Hill has command of the lead as number 1, while the next command of speed was he sits in 4th place. Number 8 really needs some help as we pass the 1 minute mark. He gets the next speed west, and look at that. He moves up to 7th behind for Vince Rochester. And Raymond Hill trying to defend F1 Kingsley. Will he get the job done? As he heads for the wall, we'll all soon know. And number 8 gets back-to-back speed west as number 1 pauses for a moment. That'll get number 8 command of the leader, Silver Chow, as we head back into number 8. He currently dominates over the other Silver Chow and Vince Rochester, who will get the next speed west at 145. It's back to the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, and he pauses for a moment. Raymond Hill is almost at the finish line. If he can prevent F1 Kingsley from passing him, he will win. Number 2 with the next command of speed west. He's battling number 1 for 0 life. And as Vince Rochester takes the next speed west, Raymond Hill is your winner. That's going to be followed by F1 Kingsley in 2nd and John Stevenson in 3rd. So the win goes to Raymond Hill, right, Brandon? Right, and we'll have more exciting action for you after this. Vince Stevenson trying to survive while Amir Jackson looks to stay on her hot streak. Find out who wins after the break. And welcome back to Chao Racing 2015 Week 10's action. We are coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. So, who do we have next? For race number 3, we have Amir Jackson, one of last year's finalists, Ben Stason, Carl Tanner, and Alex Cartman. So here is a look at the lineup for this race. And we can tell you right now that the fans are all excited and ready to go. So without further ado, let's rock this place. Okay, here comes the Chow, busting down the line. Right now it's Amir Jackson and Carl Tanner who is fighting for the lead at the opening stretch. And right now they are shaking the food. And there goes Amir Jackson and Carl Tanner busting down the line. And now they're heading for the water. Amir Jackson is a good flyer, but can Carl Tanner make a comeback here? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar gets beat is number 1, who is also heading for the water, and so are numbers 2 and number 7. Who got the next beaters? It is number 8, who really needs to catch up to every now and then. I think it's going to move up 1 place. Amir Jackson has the lead. Carl Tanner and Ben Stason are fighting for 2nd place as we head back into number 8 as we approach the 1 minute mark. And number 8 is fighting with all the other Silver Chow and Alex Cartman for survival. And as number 1 takes a rest, the next big rest will be made by Alex Cartman, who currently sits in 4th place behind Vince Stason. And number 1 is getting tailgated by the pack. He's getting left behind the crowd. Who got the next big rest? It is Vince Stason, who finished in 4th place in last year's World Championship. I think he won't stand a chance after all. Raymond Hill continues to dominate over the pack as Alex Cartman gets another turn, still in 4th place behind. He's going to move up to 3rd place. As Ben Stason takes the next speed bus, I think it's going to let them take a hand. Looks like Amir Jackson is the winner of this race. 2nd place will be Carl Tanner, and number 7 will wrap up the speed bus for the race. So Amir Jackson got another victory on the board. Yep, another W on his win column. Coming up, we have the Edens, the AC Gambler, and one half of the Go-Getters, but first have a look at this. This portion of Chao Racing 2015 is sponsored by Kellogg's, home of the latest cereals from across the globe, right into your own house. Kellogg's is a proud sponsor of Chao Racing. And now, back to Brennan Jennings on Dallas, Texas. Well, my mouth is really heating up, and so is the Chao Racing universe. And summer's coming on too. Let's keep the heat extreme with race number 4. That's right, and I'm pretty sure my mouth is burning up too. Well, anyway, race number 4 will feature the license to drive Alvin Heaton and his Bubba Danielle Heaton. They'll be joining with the Atlantic City Gambler title folks and one half of the Go-Getters, Chris Schneider. So, the players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place. Here they come, listening down the line. And it looks like number 1 is going to rest, so he will be left behind on the crowd here. Let's see what the other job will be. After they eat the food, there goes Chris Schneider, resting down the line. Daniel here is right on to tailgating him, ladies and gentlemen. And both heading for the water. Who's going to win? We'll find out soon enough. Number 8 takes the opening toss for this race, and he is heading for the water. Number 1 decides to ding land. As the next race we may buy, title folks, the Atlantic City Gambler, which boasted Harris, Caesars, and Bowie's. Right now, it is Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters who has the lead, and Alvin Heaton will have catching up to do because Daniel here is going to rest. As the next race we may buy, number 1, as we pass the 1 minute mark. And number 1, Torrance. So he's back in last place. Who got the next speed bus? It's back to Tyler Folks, the AC Gambler everyone knows and trusts. I'm sure AC is going to be packed this summer. Well, anyway, back to number 1. That's his second speed bus for the race. And number 2 is singing in the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to need a couple of speed buses to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. He's trying to catch up with number 7 in a hurry. And back up in front, Daniel Heaton pauses for a moment. That will get Tyler Folks coming in a third place. As he will have the next command speed bus. Right now it's going to be down to the wire for Alvin Heaton and Chris Schneider. I think Alvin Heaton is going to get there first. As number 2 takes the next speed bus, the license to drive wins it. Alvin Heaton beats Chris Schneider for the victory. What a deal. And number 1 Barry takes the last speed bus for the race. So the license to drive, Alvin Heaton has done it. Yep, he's the winner of this race, Paul. And we'll get back after the break. Do not go away. Okay, race number 5. Who are the participants, Paul? For race number 5, we have Kyle Richmond, the 2014 senior rookie Larry Monroe, Steven Robinson, and the Cowboy Benny Mullen. Let's make this one nice and simple. Here we go. It's best of luck from all of us here on Chao Racing. Please start the race. Here we go. And here comes the Chao, busting down the line. Larry Monroe seems like he has the lead at the current moment, with Kyle Richmond inching in a close second as they shake the fruit like crazy. Larry's eating the fruit, and there he goes, busting down the line, with Kyle Richmond right on his tail in second place. And Larry Monroe seems like he's flying down the water. We'll find out soon enough if he will get the win, as the first superstar to get speed bus is number 1, who's joined the episode with Chao for dear life. Steven Robinson also has a great time in the water. And down goes Kyle Richmond, but he gets a speed bus. And now he's trying to defend from Steve Robinson in third place. Second place. Benny Mullen is doing A-OK in fifth place. And as we approach the 1 minute mark, the next speed bus we may buy, Steven Robinson, who is in third place in the current one. Larry Monroe is the leader of this race. Number 7 is in dead me here as we head back into Steven Robinson. Everyone knows Mr. Robinson, and he gets back-to-back speeders, and now he's controlling over third place. Next speeders belongs to the Cowboy, Benny Mullen. Number 7 continues to battle for dear life, as he will have the next command speeders. That'll lead number 1 in dead meat here. The 4 Silver Chao and Benny Mullen are climbing up the wall in a 5-way battle for survival. And we head back over to Kyle Richmond. He gets the next speed bus, but I think it's going to wind up in third place. Steven Robinson is expected to take second, and the 2014 senior rookie Larry Marlowe wins it again. So now he is 9-1 in his 10 races so far in his inaugural season. Benny Mullen will have the next command of speed bus, and the last speed bus will be made by number 1. Steven Robinson came in second, and Kyle Richmond will wrap up the top 3. Benny Mullen will wind up in 7th. So our big winner is Larry Monroe. That's right, his dream season continues. He might eventually make it to the World Championship. We'll find out at the end of the season. Back after this, do not go away. Well, Paul, we're approaching the halfway point of week 10. That's right, we will be at the halftime point after we get done race number 6, which will have Island's fabulous warrior Steve Wingman, Frank Fernandao, the prototype of computers James Wilson, and Lance Henderson. So, let's see what happens in race number 6 this week. Good luck to these 4 players, and this one is underway. And Steve Wingman is busting wild out of the house again. He's shaking and tree like crazy. The 4 Chao are closing on each other, and the 3 Chao should be catching up to Steve Wingman because he was dancing. And there goes Steve Wingman. He is busting down the aisles. He's leaving everyone in the dust. Oh, some Chao are heading for the water, but Steve Wingman is flying like crazy as number 1 will get the opening toss for this race. And he's flying down the water. Number 2 is also heading for the water as the next race will be made by James Wilson, the prototype of Chao Racing. Frank Fernandao is in 2nd place. James Wilson is in 3rd. Steve Wingman is searching for win number 9 this week. He will be 9-1 if he wins tonight. We'll find out soon enough. Next bus belongs to number 2, who currently sits in 7th place, trying to defend number 8 for last place, as he will get the next speed bus. And now the 2 Chao are battling for survival. Meanwhile, back up in front, Lance Henderson is trying to catch up with James Wilson and Frank Fernandao for 2nd place. As we head back into number 2, that's his 2nd speed bus for the race. But Steve Wingman has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. No one's got to catch up in a hurry. James Wilson will be number 2 now. I think he's going to wind up in 2nd place over the pack. Yeah, I think so too. As Lance Henderson takes the next speed bus, you can tally up 1 more point on the board from the fabulous warrior from Dublin, Ireland, Steve Wingman. So now he is 9-1. He will be the leader if Garrett Deaton loses the main event. We'll find out soon enough later on the show. James Wilson winds up in 2nd, and Frank Fernandao will wrap up in the top 3. Steve Wingman now 9-1 in his 10 races so far. Yep, the Cinderella dream continues, and we're at halftime. So here's a little trivia as we head out into the commercial break. We'll be right back. Here is the answer to today's trivia question. And the second half of Week 10 of Chao Racing 2015 is sponsored by Macy's. Always savor the flavor to shoot for the stars with Macy's. Macy's is proud to sponsor Chao Racing 2015. Let's head back over to the field for Brian Jennings with the second half of Week 10. Alright, welcome back to Dallas, Texas for the second half of Week 10. We've seen plenty of action in the first half here in Dallas, so let's kick off the second half strong as ever. That's right, for race number 7 we have Robert Simon, Dave Miller, 1/2 on the Miller Traders, Ricardo came in from Mexico, and the Canadian wonder Eric Crosby. Here's a look at the lineup for this race, and we can tell you that good luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, And let's rock this place. And there they go, busting down the line. And it looks like Dave Miller and Robert Simon are going to us. So that will give Ricardo Cayman and Eric Crosby command on the lead. And Eric Crosby is possibly one more. That will give Ricardo Cayman the upper hand here. And there he goes, busting down the line. He's leaving the competition in the dust as the first superstar to get speed bust is Eric Crosby, the Canadian wonder. And there goes Dave Miller busting down the aisles. But I don't think he took a shortcut this time. Robert Simon is flying down the aisle as the Canadian wonder Eric Crosby, and there he goes, flying down the aisle. Eric Crosby takes back-to-back speed bursts to start all the race. And who got the next speed burst? It's number 8, who really needs some help every now and then. He's now in 6th place. We passed the 1 minute mark as numbers 1 and 7 battle for dear life. But who really got the next speed burst? It's Robert Simon, that's who. And now he's trying to catch up with number 2 for 4th place. It is Dave Miller who has the lead, with Eric Crosby right on his tail in 2nd. Number 8 gets to number 3rd, he's still in 6th place. Meanwhile, numbers 1 and 7 continue to battle for dear life. Who got the upper hand? It's number 1, Atsu, as he gets the next speed buzz. Dave Miller better watch out. He doesn't want to lose to Eric Crosby. We'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to Robert Simon. That's the 2nd speed bus for the race. And I think Eric Crosby is making a pass for Dave Miller. I think so. Well, anyway, the next speed bus will be made by number 1. That's his 2nd speed bus for the race. Oh my, Eric Crosby has defeated. Yes, Eric Crosby has beaten Dave Miller. He made a pass from Dave Miller. What a deal. Eric Crosby has won in an upset. He beats Dave Miller. He usually took a shortcut, but Eric Crosby reversed the call. Great win by Eric Crosby. That's right, what an upset. And we'll be right back with Tommy Days and the Steel Cutter Aaron Miller after the break. Okay, who do we have for race number 8? Well, race number 8 will feature one half of the Days brothers, Tommy Days. It will feature the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller, Nick Gimmick, who was one half with Jason Hill of the 2014 Tag Team Champions, and the popular Ramblin' Ron Shante. Let's make this one a good one. Here we go. Please start the race. And there goes Fort Chow busting down the line. Tommy Days looks like he has the lead to start things off as they approach the trees. Who will have come in on the opening edge? We'll find out soon enough. And Tommy Days is dancing. Now we'll give Nick Gimmick come in on the lead. And Ramblin' Ron Shante is right on his tail. Nick Gimmick is heading for the water. And so is the hip and hop popular Ramblin' Ron Shante as number 7. Wins the winning toss for this race. He was going to rest, but he woke up immediately. Guess who's way behind the competition is number 2, Natsu. I don't think he'll get a speed buzz every now and then. Next speed buzz belongs to the Steel Curtain, Aaron Miller, and guess who has the lead? It's Ramblin' Ron Shante who has the lead, following in a close second by Big Cherry Tommy Days. And as we approach the 1 minute mark, the next speed buzz will be made by number 1. He's trying to hold off Aaron Miller for 4th place. Right now, the 4 are closing in on each other, and number 8 will have the next command speed buzz. He's battling number 7 for 6th place. Number 2 is singing the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen. He is getting all in last place as we have back into number 8, who's continuing to dominate over the 4 Super Chow. And back up in front, Ramblin' Ron Shante has reached the top as number 1 will have the next command speed buzz. Number 2 won't get speed buzz every now and then. Who will have the next command speed buzz? It's number 7. That's who. He's now in the lead over the 4 Silver Chow. And back up in front, Ramblin' Ron Shante should settle for an easy victory. As number 8 takes the next speed buzz, Ramblin' Ron Shante is dancing. He gets an easy victory. And number 2 is continuing to sing the last place blues as number 8 closes this one out with back-to-back speed buzz. So it's Ramblin' Ron Shante who gets the win. Great job by Ramblin' Ron Shante, Brandon. That's right, and we'll be right back with more. Do not go away. Okay, we still have a couple more races before we get to our main event. So who do we have for race number 9, Paul? Race number 9 will feature Chao Racing, the Crime Buster Rusty Williamson, Howard Miller of the Middle Traders, and Luke Green of Devil Mayhem. So here's a look at the lineup as we head back into the Emerald course again. Here's a look at the lineup. Here's best of luck to these 4 old guys. Let's make this one a classic. Here we go. Everyone is on the clock. And please start the race! Here we go! So who will win one of the old fellows to win this one? We'll find out soon enough. First obstacle, as usual, is the palm trees. They shake down the tree to reveal the palm fruit. And there goes Luke Green, leaving the other 3 competitors in the dust, who are dancing right now. As the first superstar to get speed boost is number 1. And he moves up to 3rd place, battling Chao Racing for 3rd place. And Rusty Williamson seems like he's heading for the water. And so is number 7. As the next speed will be made by Howard Miller of the Middle Traders. He's flying down the aisles, folks. And now he moves up to 2nd place. Luke Green is in command of the lead with 1st place. And looking for another angle, number 2 with the next command of the Speedbus. Chao Racing is in 6th place. Number 1 is getting left behind in the crowd in last place. And he will have a couple of speedboats to get back in this one. And he moves up to 7th place because Chao Racing is going to rest. Meanwhile, Luke Green continues to dominate over the pack as the next speedboat will be made by Chao Racing. He's battling number 1 for dear life. And how I'm possible one woman that will give Rusty Williamson command of the lead, 2nd place, as we head back into number 1, who's still trying to survive on the pack. Luke Green is flying like crazy, and number 1 gets back-to-back speed, but still trying to catch up with the pack. He's in a 4-way battle for 5th place with Chao Racing and numbers 2 and 7. And numbers 7 and 8 are going rest as we head back into Chao Racing, who currently sits in 4th place. Howard Miller is in 3rd place, Russ is in 2nd place, and Luke Green should settle for an easy victory. As the Crime Buster Rusty Williamson gets the next speed bus, Luke Green of Devil Mayhem does it again. He wins another exciting race and he moves back in this one as number 2 barely gets the last speed bus. Luke Green of Devil Mayhem is making a comeback here. That's right, and we'll be right back with more after the break. Hey fans, you can check out more of the exciting action at the official YouTube ChaoEmperor page. You'll get access to lots of videos and an exciting playlist, plus all the exciting action of customized community and dashboard and video managers. It's all happening right here on the official YouTube ChaoEmperor channel. So please make sure to subscribe to the ChaoEmperor channel to get further updates of all the exciting action of Chao Racing, console projects, video games, funding, and more. It's all happening right here on YouTube. Alright, welcome back to Dallas, Texas for Week 10 of Chao Racing 2015. Here's Paul with the next couple of superstars. That's right, it will feature the Cha-Cha Slide Master, Bill Thornton, Derek DePlay, Kenny Days, who is one half of our defending tag team champion of the Days Brothers, and the 2012 Rising Stars champion, Casey Raymondson. So let's make this one a good one. Good luck to these 4 players, and let's rock this place. Alright, here comes the Chao busting down the line. Who's gonna win this bout? Only time will tell. Right now they're approaching the first obstacle of the Emerald course, and that's the palm trees, which will bring down the fruit. And now they're going to eat the fruit, and there goes Bill Thornton and Ken Days right on his tail. And it looks like Bill Thornton, it seems like he's heading towards the water. Will we finally get his first win? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar to get speed boost is Kenny Days, one half of the Days Brothers, and he's fighting over land, trying for survival. Number 2 is getting left behind in the crowd as Casey Raymondson, the 2012 Rising Stars champion, takes the next speed bus. Bill Thornton might be doing the Cha-Cha Slide this time around if he can hold on to the back. Well, anyway, the next speed bus will be made by number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Casey Raymondson trying to catch him in the pack, and number 7 pauses for more. That will give Derek DePlay and Casey Raymondson some catching up to do. As the next speed bus will be made by Kenny Days. That's his second speed bus for the race. He's catching up to Bill Fortin in a hurry. And down goes number 8. And down goes number 2. Oh, he almost ran off course. Well, anyway, the next speed bus will be made by number 8 as he tries to hold on number 2 for dear life. And Bill Fortin scoring rest. That'll give Kenny Days command of the lead. As the two are heading towards the waterfall, it is Bill Fortin who gets the next speed bus, and he retakes the lead from Kenny Days. Will he hold on this time? And back in the back, we have a couple of Chows sleeping at the current moment. Numbers 2 and 8 battling for 5th place, as the next speed bus will be made by number 2. And he's going to be my number 6th place. And number 7 is getting in last place. And Bill Fortin, after 10 weeks, finally gets his first win of the season. What a deal, as number 8 closes in 1 hour with speed bus. So Bill Fortin is finally doing this first round of the Cha-Cha slide. Great job by Bill Fortin and his win-win streak. Don't go away, there's more excitement after the break. Well, we have just a couple more races left on our schedule for week 10 here in Dallas, Texas. So who do we have for our next race, Paul? For our next race, we have Peter Stockhouse, the intelligent scientist everyone knows and loves, Gary Coles, the Black Flyer Will Linkson, and Sam Gittes. And be sure to stay tuned as Gary Dayton looks to make it 3 in a row in his last main event race, probably. But right now, let's have a Chow race. And Will Linkson is going to rest. That means he will be left behind on the competition. So let's watch Peter, Gary, and Sam. The 3 Chow are shaking the trees at the current moment. And who will have command? It's going to be Gary Coles, followed by Peter Stockhouse in a close second. And where will Gary Coles be heading towards now? Gary and Peter are heading towards the water. As number 1, who's way behind the competition right now, takes the next speed bus, and he is heading for the water. Numbers 2 is getting left behind on the ground, as number 8, while the next command of the speed bus, Peter Stockhouse has the lead, followed by Gary Coles in a close second, and Will Linkson in third. And Will Linkson will get the next speed bus, the Black Flyer fans know and trust. Right now it is Sam Gittes who is in 4th place over the 4 Silver Chow, but he's having a hard time catching up. We're at 110 right now, as the next speed bus will be made by number 1. And number 7 and number 8 are battling for dear life. They're both getting left behind. Who will have the upper hand on 7th place? It's number 8, that's who. That will leave number 7 in dead meat here. Meanwhile, back up in front, Will Linkson and Peter Stockhouse are battling for 2nd place, as the next race will be made by our leader, Gary Coles. He wants to put this race a little bit early this week. Looks like Peter Stockhouse won't have enough distance to catch up to Gary Coles in time. Next speed bus belongs to Will Linkson. That's the 2nd speed bus for the Black Flyer this week. And Sam Gittes is having a hard time catching up with the crowd. And Gary Coles tallies up another win. Number 8 speed bus was too late to make it happen. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus. It will be made by number 2. Peter Stockhouse came in 2nd place. And Gary Coles is the winner of this race. Congratulations to Gary Coles, right? Right. And we're ready for our main event soon. Gary is going to make it 3 in a row if he wins tonight. That's coming up right after the break. So, let me congratulate the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stars of Week 10 this week. Our 4th star is Larry Monroe from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 3rd star is Samuel Jackson from Buffalo, New York. And our 2nd star from the Wonders of Dublin, Ireland's Populous World Steve Wingman. Let's have a big round of applause from all of us here on Chao Racing. And now, it is time for the moment you all been waiting for. Dallas, are you ready for the main event? Good! And here's Paul to tell us all about it. Right, for our main event for Week 10 here on Chao Racing 2015, we have the Gangnam Style Master Garrett Dayton, 2-time defending champion Jason Hill, Walter Craigson aka Roy, the 2004 World Champion, and Aaron Holmes. And this week's main event is sponsored by Verizon, home of the largest 4G network across the nation. Verizon is a proud sponsor of Chao Racing 2015. So, let's all find out if Garrett Dayton will be the new leader of Chao Racing. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race. Here comes the Chao, busting down the line. Garrett Dayton looks for his third and final honor as Superstar of the Week. This will be his final main event if he wins. But if he does win, I will guarantee that fans will be cheering because he will be the new leader of Chao Racing 2015. And it looks like Garrett Dayton is going to rest. So let's watch Jason here and Alan Holmes. These two are battling for the lead, and a couple of Chao are going to rest. As the first Superstar to get speedboats on this week's main event is number 1. He's fighting over land, and number 7 is getting alone in last place. But who really got the next speedboats? It is our 2-time defending champion, Jason Hill. He wants to remain in hunt for the title. Garrett Dayton will be a miracle to catch up to Alan Holmes, who is our leader right now. Next US belongs to Walter Quickson, aka Boba, the big man himself. He won the title in 2004. And number 7 continues to sing the last place blues, as number 8 will have the next command speedboats trying to defend 7th place over number 7. And down goes number 2. Oh, Garrett Dayton almost ran off course, but he moves up a couple of places as the next speedboats will remain by Boba, the big man himself. His real name is Walter Gregson, and that's his second speedboat race, and now he's battling Alan Holmes for the lead. Garrett Dayton wants to make it a 3-way. We'll find out soon enough. Next speedboat belongs to number 7, and now he leaves number 8 in last place. Jason Hill might not have enough distance to catch up him in time. Garrett Dayton with the next speedboats, he's also might not catch up in time. Alan Holmes, Garrett Dayton, and Walter Gregson are rapidly catching up to him. As number 1 ticket speedboats, Alan Holmes is almost there. It looks like he's gonna hold on to win the event for week 10 here on Chao Racing 2015, live from Dallas, Texas. Garrett Dayton will wind up in 2nd place, and Walter Gregson will settle for 3rd place. Wow, what an incredible upset. Alan Holmes has just beaten Garrett and Rory in a hurry. So he is week 10 Superstar of the Week, live from Dallas, Texas, and we'd like to congratulate Alan Holmes on a great victory. He will earn 10 points to qualifying towards the 2016 playoffs. And don't you move a muscle, we have a special retro race from the 62-63 season. That's coming up after the break. Okay, all you classic Chao Racing fans, it is now time for our bonus race of the day, presented by McDonald's. This one comes from the 1962-63 season, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. That's right, it will feature the 1963 World Champion Lisa Fedorov, the 1962 Champion Alice Chester, 3-time World Champion Joe Temple, and Wes Kamen. Good luck to these 4 players. Please start the race. Okay, so we have 3 of our World Champions from the 60s. And pushing them on the other side. The first one to make it across the finish line, regardless of the standing, will win. And it looks like number 1 and number 7 will go in west, so they will be left behind on the pack, as Joe Temple will have the first command of the speed bus. He gets the opening toss, and he's leaving the competition behind. And thus he is the winner of this week's retro race. Great job by Joe Temple. Joe Temple won 3 straight titles in 1964 through 1966. Wes Kamen with the next speed bus, who won him in 2nd place. And who's going to win in 3rd is Alice Chester. So, Joe Temple has done it. He wins this week's retro race, but it's just for fun. So they all did a great job, don't you think? Anyway, that's going to do it for week 10 of Chao Racing 2015. Thank you fans of Dallas Tickets for attending today's races. And congratulations to all of our winners, including this week's Superstar of the Week, Alan Holmes on an amazing victory. Next week, we'll have a special 4-team race where the Superstars will be teaming up with an audience member, in which the winner will receive a $50 iTunes gift card for each and every race. And be sure to stick tuned for a character ball later on in the show. Until then, this is Spanish Shannon along with Paul Sycamore signing off. Keep on smiling and bye for now. Week 10 of Chao Racing 2015 has been sponsored by AT&T and Chewy's. This is Paul Sycamore reminding you to tune in every Sunday on CBS for Chao Racing 2015. Good night, everybody.